What's up, everybody? This is Brody, Charlie, and Tudong Dylan from the Talk Punch YouTube channel and podcast, where we talk movies, do lists, rankings, and more, and you are about to listen to the Keeping Up with the Cardassians podcast. Enjoy!
Any more rants?
Oh, seriously. All day long.
Welcome to the ranting episode of Keeping Up with the Cardassians.
But nothing you want to hear.
No.
Yeah. Who just spent the last 5 minutes ranting about football and wouldn't.
Five?
Yeah, that's true. This is Nick.
This is Rob.
This is Joe.
And welcome to this humble podcast. Welcome to our abode.
Nothing about this podcast is humble.
Welcome to our dojo.
Dojo.
What did Ken call it? I can't remember. His something. Casa Mojo.
I don't know, Ken enough.
Casa Dojo.
My Casa Dojo?
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to Keeping Up with the Cardassians. As you know, we are a podcast that focuses on pop culture stuff. We deal with news going on in the movies, the TV shows, the comics, the music.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
and,
it.
And there's not a lot of that right
And
now.
Hollywood is basically silenced
And
us.
Hollywood is silenced. It is. It's true. But we do have stuff we want to talk about today. As you know, though, we are working our way through Battlestar Galactica Season 4. Welcome to the Mojo Dojo Casa House is what it's actually called. We're working our way through Battlestar Galactica Season 4. We got 2 episodes today. Guess what's coming to dinner? And Sine Qua Non.
Nailed it.
I did this time.
I actually think you did.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah.
Close, if not.
I think I nailed it. Do you ever, when you're watching the episode, when they say like the title of the episode, go like the Leonardo DiCaprio thing, because
Yeah.
he says it in the
Yeah.
second episode.
That doesn't happen all that often,
It
though.
doesn't happen that not in this show. It doesn't really.
I don't know. I think in very few shows it happens.
No, it doesn't really happen.
It didn't happen a lot with DS9.
DS9, it didn't. No. Ooh,
Though,
beeping right in there.
didn't it happen in Move Along Home episode quite a bit?
Move along home. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Ella Moraine. 1, 2,
Jesus
3.
Christ. Thanks, Rob. He was singing that when you were out of the room.
I was.
Yeah, I was stuck with it.
Welcome.
I can't help it. I have a sickness.
Yes, you do. You are a sick man.
And it's more cowbell?
I do.
We should get a cowbell in here.
So we're finishing, though. We're working our way through season 4. We're almost coming up to the mid-season finale. And I think they had a 3-month break between the mid-season finale and it. And that's going to be next week for us. And I'm looking forward to getting to that. Because that's a culmination in a lot of the storylines. So I'm really excited that we get to there.
Are mid-season finales part of the negotiations for the writer's strike? Because I hate them. I think they're the dumbest thing ever.
I agree. I think it's just such a dumb thing. It's the winter break.
But this was tied to a writer's strike, I think.
Oh, was it?
With Battlestar.
But
I think
it irritates me.
So
that
is the writer's strike currently going on the fault that we're watching Battlestar Galactica?
maybe. It could be.
Is it the feng shui of it all?
It is.
I want to say yes.
I know that it affected the show.
Interesting.
I mean, it could have been.
But isn't it annoying when they're like, "Oh, this is our mid-season finale"?
I don't like the term either. I think it started with Lost though. When we go on its little hiatuses.
That's when I first noticed it was around that era.
Because
Lost, Heroes.
Oh yeah, Heroes.
But it's that like 2000 mid 2000s.
It was a
like
weird
2004,
time.
5.
Frickin' millennials is what you're saying.
Oh yes, they ruin everything.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Unless you listen to this show, then you're fantastic.
Yes,
You are.
and you have great judgment.
I know.
You do.
Or if you listen to this
Actually,
show,
you have
probably terrible judgment.
But that's okay. I for one encourage poor judgment.
That's true. You do.
The
You
more
do.
the merrier.
I'm a poor judgment advocate.
I look at you and I see poor judgment. I just like
I am the poster child of poor judgment.
just looking at you makes me disappointed in my life.
Doesn't it reaffirm all the decisions that you've made?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like,
yeah.
at least I didn't end up like him.
So
No,
it's-
I have an
in
in-law
some
for
way.
that.
In some ways, I have to thank you. Actually,
You're welcome.
you've been an inspiration for
you.
for what not to be. I appreciate
you.
that.
I'm glad that you can draw inspiration from my personal downfall and struggles.
As oh man. So with all that said, we're going to review the Battlestar Galactica episodes in the second half of the episode. Today, again, like we said, the writer's strike is still ongoing. There's rumors that they're nearing an agreement.
Or that the studio heads are going to push a little harder now.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. Usually when it comes to these strikes, these ones seem to last a lot longer than most
So many
other strikes you see.
now.
I know the UAW, is
UAW
striking.
striking.
That's two, but that's
But
still,
there's another. I feel like there's another one.
There's going to be a big one in Chicago.
it feels
potentially.
like our government's been on strike for a very long time.
Yeah, since
Well,
the
that- yeah.
90s.
Yeah, going back.
I feel like there's
further
another,
than
not UAW, but it's
There's
another.
a sanitation strike that might take place in Chicago.
that.
Really?
Yes, I've heard about that.
That could get messy.
It's going to be.
It's going to be a dumpster
That
fire.
sounds shitty.
Oh gosh. So they're
Waste management puns.
apparently they're nearing a decision or nearing some sort of a compromise, some sort of agreement. But I don't anticipate them getting anything done for like a month or two at the very least.
Who's
These
gonna want to
things
go back
always
to
drag
Who's
on.
gonna want to go back to work right before the holidays?
Right, exactly. Like let's just
I think
close
it'll-
up shop to January.
Yeah, it'd be like January 5th.
Yeah,
They'll be like,
exactly.
yeah, you know what? I think we'll go back to work now.
You know, if I were the studios, though, I'd be releasing all that stuff that they've never released, like that Wonder Woman show that they're going to release in the early 2000s from David E. Kelly.
Yeah.
All the
would-
shit that they canceled, like just
I would
The
release
Batwoman movie?
Yeah.
I would
Yes.
release,
Batgirl?
They can't.
Yes.
They can't do that.
They can't because they've already written it off.
Well, yeah, because they are written off the taxes.
Yeah.
But I would find anything I could put out that people are interested about and just throw it out there.
They probably could put it out. They put it off. They wrote it off as a tax loss. They said it's unusable material. They could basically say we redid some edits and now we can re-release it as like a two-part thing.
I would absolutely put that on Max.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I wonder what they can and can't do, like because of the strike, like what they're legally restricted from doing.
I mean, anything that's already been filmed, they can use.
They can do it.
Yeah, they can
do
use,
whatever
yeah.
That's
they
the
want.
thing, right? They can use.
But we're seeing that with the theaters now. They're
running
more
out.
than ever, they're re-releasing like the studio's most popular films of all time, and they're throwing it in for a week or a short run where you can
Ooh.
see it on the big screen again.
Okay, so now I got a two-part question based off of what I told you I was going to ask you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my first one. So since they're going through all these movie re-releases now, what is a movie that you would kill to see in a movie theater that maybe you've never got to see in a movie theater before?
Shoot. Well, again, I would have loved to have gone and seen the Batman movies last weekend, but I was tied up. They played it just on
Haven't seen before, sir. Haven't seen in the theater before.
Haven't seen in the theater
Haven't
before.
seen in the theater before.
I would like to
Behind the Pod by Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh, yes. Subscribe to our Patreon today. There's a $5 tier and a $2 tier.
It's
We'd
a
love to have you.
lovely
I
full 20-minute episode of Behind the Pod.
Yeah, if you've ever watched Behind the Music on VH1, same idea. Sign up for our Patreon today. All right.
Days of Thunder. I would love to see Days of Thunder in the theater.
Like with
Jesus.
modern sound, like the
Yeah.
Dolby sound.
Oh yeah. I know that it's Top Gun in race cars, but I don't give a shit. I fucking love that
Not
movie.
Top Gun, though? You wouldn't see Top Gun in the theater?
Yeah.
Did you see that as a kid?
No, but
Or do you feel like you've seen it so
no,
much?
I would go see Top Gun in the theater. I guess I overlooked it because that's one that they just recently did. I wasn't able to go see it, but they did recently re-release that into a theater. But I wish
Okay.
this is some. So I guess
I
I'm
get
sort
where
of
you're
adding
coming
my
from.
own criteria of something that they haven't done.
Yes, I get you. That
but
makes a
I
lot
would
of
like
sense.
to see that. I would go see Top Gun. I would.
Days of Thunder would be really good.
I would absolutely love to see The Wizard of Oz in the theater.
The Untouchables.
Ooh, yes. Dick Tracy.
Mm.
Did you ever see Dick Tracy?
Yes, years ago. I don't really remember it.
For the purpose of this question, one thing that really sucks is from 95 to 2000, whatever it was, I worked at a theater, so I saw everything.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
really having to look at like late 80s, early 90s
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
One of the ones I was thinking of is Star Trek II. Wrath of Khan would have been a good one to see
Star
in the
Trek
theater.
6 is a good one, too.
I saw Star Trek 6
I
in the
didn't.
theater. It was the first Star Trek movie I'd ever seen, actually, as a kid. And
You started off good.
that's what got me hooked, actually. I fell in love with it based off of that. So I think, yeah, Star Trek 2 would be one for me. I'm trying to think. Not The Untouchable. What's the one with, Joe Pesci's in it.
Goodfellas?
It's like Goodfellas. I'd love to see Goodfellas in the theater. That was a great movie.
Goodfellas, Casino.
Ooh, Edge of Tomorrow.
Ooh,
That would be
Live,
great.
Die, Repeat. Yeah,
That'd
Edge
be
of Tomorrow
great.
with Tom Cruise. Yes,
I mean, that movie was such a nice surprise.
it was. I really did enjoy Edge of Tomorrow. That would be up there. Oh gosh,
But I think Untouchables might be my number one.
the Transformers movie.
Nah,
Did you see The Rocketeer in the theater?
I'm unclear on that, so that's why I didn't say it.
Okay.
But that could be a really fun one to see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm unclear if I saw it in the theater as well. I remember seeing it early, like right when it was out, but I don't know if it was in a theater or if it was like immediately after it came out on video.
I can't remember the first time I saw it, but I just remember whenever that was, I was in love.
Yeah.
I pulled up
It might be the first movie that just grabbed me by the balls and didn't let go.
just for
It's one of the greatest film costumes of all time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wonder if I could find that for a cosplay. They're at my family's.
I'm sure you could.
Easily, I think you could.
Well, I don't. I'm cheap.
You could do it.
Yeah, you could.
Every cosplay I've ever done, I've thrifted. Takes time, but you can do it.
Man, I made the mistake of looking up a Rolling Stone list of like the top 100 movies of the
Uh-oh.
80s.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
And like I went to the very top because
What's
I'm like,
number one? Weekend at Bernie's, please.
Do the Right Thing. That's actually not a bad movie. Spike Lee. That's good. But number 2 is Videodrome. Number 3 is Raging Bull.
Raging Bull's awesome.
Blue Velvet is 4. 5
Great
is
movie.
Ran. 6 is Showa. 7 is Blade Runner. That would be an interesting one.
This person likes mushrooms.
8, Stranger Than Paradise. 9, The Thin Blue Line. 10, Raiders of the Lost Ark. That would be kind of good to go back.
Who is this person?
I don't know, but
look up who wrote the article, and then I want to know how old they are.
give me a sec. Give me a second, okay? Die Hard.
Oh, Die Hard would be a good one.
That would be good.
That would be a good one.
I'm gonna work my way up this list.
I think I
here.
saw Die Hard with a Vengeance in the theater.
Oh, you know what? One Rob would love to see in the theater.
Basic Instinct.
Yes, Showgirls.
Yeah.
In IMAX.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm gonna say it.
say it.
Okay.
Grease.
Oh, no.
He loves Grease.
No.
I got my pick, and this actually ties into my next question. I got my pick. I got it.
What
I
is
got
it?
it.
What is it?
RoboCop. Bum, 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 bum,
Hey,
bum,
you
bum,
stole
bum,
my
bum,
answer to your next
bum,
question.
bum, bum. I have that on my list.
I know. You stole the answer to his next
Okay.
question.
All right. So let's segue into that. Okay.
which one?
We've talked about movies that we wanted to see in the theater. But then the next part of my question was, all right, well, let's think about like right now we're dealing with the writer's strike and they're struggling to come up with material, obviously. So it's like, well, what if I could make a sequel to any movie? What movie would I want to make a sequel to? And the rule is like, it doesn't have to be a movie. Like it could have had a couple sequels after it that were terrible, but your goal is to make a sequel that kind of brings back it to its faithfulness, or continues the story of a movie that needed sequels and never got them, for instance. So you were going to say
essentially
RoboCop.
the Scream 5 of a movie franchise.
Yeah, you're resetting the resetting the franchise.
So yeah, mine would have been a RoboCop 4.
Yeah, because RoboCop 2 was okay,
It was decent.
then 3 was bad.
Number 1 is one of the greatest movies ever.
Oh my gosh.
Number 1 is so good.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Shot that guy in the dick. He shot
great.
that guy through her dress right into the dick.
Didn't
Awesome.
he hand her a card like if you need counseling, here you go, or something like that? I can't remember that.
Oh my god.
Man,
But yeah,
that was a
RoboCop
dark-
3 was horrible.
I'm what you call a repeat offender. That's a quote from the movie too.
So bad.
I'd buy that for $1.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the commercials.
Can you fly, Bobby?
I knew that was coming.
You know the part where I forget what his name is in the film, but he falls into like the toxic waste, and then he's like that toxic.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Almost like Toxic Avenger. type
Yeah,
look.
but his like whole face
it gave
is
me
melting,
nightmares.
and then he just.
And then he gets hit by the car and explodes.
Yeah, I think it's the girl. What's her name?
I don't remember.
Oh, Murphy.
Murphy.
Thank you.
Just blasts him and he explodes.
It's so great.
Oh my
It's
god.
so great.
That would yeah.
Oh, that would be good because they tried to make it more kid friendly, which the whole point of RoboCop is it was supposed to be a satire. It was meant for adults.
Yeah.
And then they went super cheesy. They changed his costume. It was like a blue silver, and it looked terrible. And they changed Murphy out, I think, even in the third one as well. It was a different Murphy. Not happy with it. Murphy Lewis was her name.
Okay.
Right.
Side question. Did you guys think she was cute in the movie?
I did back in the day.
I kind of did.
I did.
I didn't. She wasn't like your traditionally attractive female from an 80s movie. But
Yep.
I thought she was
Nancy Allen is her name. Yeah.
I thought she was attractive.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know what she's doing now. Is she still alive, actually? That's always the question you got to ask some days. She's 73 now. So she's still alive.
Well, that was a long time ago.
I know.
Now, did you know that?
God damn it.
Now, did you know they are coming out with a RoboCop game that's based off of RoboCop 1? Like it's like a shooter game.
Nice.
What is it for? Like modern consoles?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play it.
RoboCop.
I would play that. Can you shoot people in the dick?
You can't. And I'm sure you
like
could.
That power-up move.
Is it like an open world?
Yes, it is. But you can't run because you're RoboCop. So
I don't need to run. I'm RoboCop.
I would get annoyed by that sound though.
RoboCop Rogue City is what it's called.
I'm going to just be annihilating dicks the whole time.
Dick.
Yeah, it looks pretty. I mean,
Joe, your obsession with dicks is impressive.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good, and they brought back. I mean, they are using the Officer Lewis as well.
See, this is where AI is good.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty. I mean, that's like a screenshot from the game. Sign me up for it.
What's the difference between 3 dicks and a joke?
What?
Joe can't take a joke.
That's true. I can take a joke.
No, because you could take 3 dicks. I had to use you.
I could take all 4. Joke and at the same time too.
That's true. You'd be good at that.
Yeah.
You're a man of the people.
I am a man of the people.
You're a man of the peepees.
I aim to please. Aim to please.
You are. You're a man of the peepees.
That's great.
Yeah. So
taking the joke.
So
makes it taking
RoboCop
the
is one of the movies, and I'm just here's some footage of the game right here. I mean, obviously, who knows if they'll actually.
That guy should have got shot in the dick.
And it looks pretty impressive.
That guy is.
He's in the.
He's ready to get shot.
Oh, come on.
So
no.
So we'll see. We'll see if it's any good.
He's aiming too high.
He's not aiming for the crotch. I know. It's very unfortunate. I know.
That's a power-up move, man.
I know. So.
Is it? Oh.
I'm looking forward to it. Okay, other movies that you would have a sequel to. Rob, go.
Come on, mine's obvious. I'd do The Rocketeer in a heartbeat.
Rocketeer Part 2.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it was
Rocketeering.
It was meant to be a franchise, but it got smoked by T2. It came out the same day as T2.
Like, who does that? That was one they're like, this is a kid's film. One is this.
But everybody took everybody to go see Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah. It was PG-13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, though it's rated R, I think.
T2, I think, is R.
I think it's R.
You're right, because they stab people through the head in that one. Let's see.
Really, it's R for violence.
R for love.
Rating.
I'm pretty sure Edward Furlong swore like a sailor in the movie, didn't he?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it was an R rating. Yeah.
But I didn't think everybody, like, that was such a phenomenon that, I mean, you see, I don't know, but The Rocketeer was so good. I think they had a
Is it
lot
91?
91.
Rocketeer is a good pick.
Yeah.
I got another one.
Oh, go.
A follow-up to The Professional.
Leon the Professional.
And you follow Natalie Portman around.
That'd be interesting.
But the problem is...
Can we just follow Natalie Portman around?
The problem is you couldn't have...
It's literally following her around right now. She's like staring at a camera following behind her.
You would have to find somebody who could do as good of a job as the bad guy as Gary Oldman did, and that'd be tough.
It's impossible.
Yeah, he's
just
so
bring
good.
him back as a different character.
There's no professionals anymore. They'll be called the influencer now.
Oh, gosh, yeah. That's all she does. Hey, guys, just want to teach you how to shoot people.
Maybe it's like semi-retired. Leon the semi-retired instead of the professional now. I would like to see... Okay, there's a couple that I had in mind.
Professional.
Mainly it was 80s movies that came into my mind. One of them was Goonies. It would be cool if they made... Back in the day, they had made another Goonies. I didn't love Goonies, but I could have seen it becoming a big thing. If they made a sequel to it. People love the characters.
Yeah.
People love the Truffle Shuffle. So why not? That was one of my picks. Another one is Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2 was garbage. I hated Ghostbusters 2. I would have liked to see them do a 3 and right the ship.
What?
I just thought of one.
You thought of one?
Say it.
Christopher Nolan's Batman 4 to fix.
Oh
The
my
Dark Knight
gosh, I
Rises.
have that on my list too. Batman 4.
That movie frustrates me in so many different ways.
Because he retires.
3 times.
So he retired. Okay, hold on.
Is he Brett Favre?
Hold on. He retires once after the end of The Dark Knight.
Yep.
Then he goes to the Jets.
Then he goes back to fighting. He goes back to it and gets his back broken. He's not retired there. His back is broken.
He
He's on
quit on
IR.
his family.
He's on IR.
On
He
his
did
family's-
not quit.
He quit on
He
his
quit on
family's business.
Alfred.
That's why she was in charge of it.
He didn't quit. He handed it over to her so he could go fight Bane.
He
Nah.
No, he did that before.
Well, he also sunk
had
the business into the ground over the.
Exactly.
Yeah, over the clean
That's
energy
quitting
resort.
twice. On the very people that the whole thing's based around.
Yeah, where he's supposed to save Gotham City.
Yeah, he's supposed to keep his parents' legacy. And what's he do? Quit.
That's a good
Gotham's
point.
golden,
Okay.
boy.
All right. Okay.
Come
Okay.
at me with my
I get
Batman.
that. And then at the end he quits. But here's the thing. Okay. Walk me through a Dark Knight 4. Do you retcon Robin?
No, I am the most anti-Robin in feature film person you'll ever meet.
So do you kill him at the beginning of the movie, which brings Bruce Wayne back?
That's right, because what's his face?
No, Yeah, because at the end of the movie, it
At the
gives-
beginning of the movie, you pick up from.
Now you have to go now because it's been a while.
No, you can
So
go
where
back.
you pick up from where? The bridge? You just have one of the kids push him
No,
off.
I don't think you retcon it. I think you have him like
the
the
first scene.
The movie
in
ends with him
IMAX.
in the Batcave, right? This guy has no training. He goes out to be Batman. He gets his butt murdered. So Bruce Wayne comes back to investigate the murder of the new Batman and takes the mantle again.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate
I
it.
like him getting pushed off the bridge by a kid better,
Yeah.
a little better.
I mean, that would be good.
That would be great.
I actually did not mind that
Fake orphan.
character. I hated the fake out at the end. Like, you didn't have to hide his. You could have had him be Robin the whole time, and it would have been fine. You know, because then you'd be like, because the way Christopher Nolan did it is he's like, here's Batman, but I'm changing it. I'm making it more realistic. So, okay, he's friends with a detective, and his name is Robin, and he's helping him out. Okay, there you go, Batman and Robin. You didn't have to make him Robin at the end.
Plus, it's implying anybody can be Batman.
Wait, and that's the whole point. No one can.
Yeah.
He was trained by the League of Shadows. Shadows. He was raised by
What are you,
it,
Christopher-
molded by it.
Christopher Walken now?
I don't know what I am.
He was.
I would also do another sequel to Star Trek Nemesis because it sucked.
Yeah.
And I understand we got Star Trek Picard, but again, I'm going back in time here. I'm going back in time. And let's say 2 years after it, they greenlight a sequel. I am doing a sequel to Nemesis, and I am taking out all the melodramatic crap because that's what sunk the Next Generation series. They did two melodramatic movies in a row. Like two introspective, like, who are you with Picard ones.
Well, they're not. It's not an action franchise. I don't. mind
First Contact begs.
I don't mind that they tried to go more like this Next Generation feel,
Yeah.
but it looked and it came off cheesy.
Yeah, it did. Well, and Tom Hardy was great. Tom Hardy's great in anything. But like,
Yeah, he's Bane. He was Bane in Star Trek.
he was Shinzon in Nemesis.
Bane.
All right.
Bane.
I've got one that I don't
Picard.
think either of you can argue with.
Huh.
Showgirls 2 featuring Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Oh, have you seen her
you go
recently?
you go back to the Saved by the Bell well and you pull out the star.
Featuring Zach Morris.
And Lark Voorhees.
Fine.
Have you seen Tiffany Thiessen?
I have.
She's still just drop dead gorgeous.
She's a beautiful woman, that lady.
I haven't seen her in a while. Any other movies you can think of?
Yeah, Showgirls 2. That's it.
Showgirls too.
The Revenge. Passion of the Christ 2. The Revenge.
I think they're actually
Nice.
Mel
No,
Gibson's working on it.
I want to write it.
Okay.
You've seen my handiwork.
He's
I
back.
want to write it.
He's
Passion
back.
of the
and
Christ 2. Easter.
Yeah, and the tagline's he's
That's what it
back,
would. That's what it would be.
and he's pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, they're working.
It would
on
be like Terminator 3. He's like Jesus holding guns, taking out people.
on a Velociraptor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Game of Thrones would come in somewhere. It'd be
Oh
it'd
yeah,
be
Drogon comes in and
a,
he's
it'd
like,
be a massive crossover.
hilarious.
the guy from 3000, whatever that 300 shows up.
Oh, this is Sparta.
It would be nothing but crossover. And the away team would beam down. It'd be crazy.
And then the villain says, "You want to fly, Batman?" and pushes Batman over the edge.
Yeah.
But it would all work because Jesus heals and he can do anything.
Yep.
It's a great movie we got going here.
Yeah.
Any other sequels you can think of? I mean, that's okay if you don't. I mean,
Yeah, how much content are you trying to get out
we're
of this?
good.
Okay.
We're good. We can move on now. And I enjoyed that conversation.
I think we're going with Showgirls.
And I think the viewers.
Showgirls 2 come on. With the best one.
Showgirls 2, more show.
Can you actually real quick? Can you think of a movie that never did get a sequel that you wish had gotten a sequel? Well, like minus the Rocketeer. You said Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer.
I know, but like a story that is intentionally designed to end that you're like, man, I wish they would make another one. Like for me, I can think a Christopher Nolan movie again. Not Interstellar.
Oppenheimer 2?
No.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Inception.
Oh, Inception's a good
An
one.
Inception one could be good
Yeah.
again. You know, it's an action movie, and again, his top was not dropping at the end.
I
so.
could have used, you can't really do the sequel, but a sequel to The Rock.
Oh, that's a good
with
one.
the same
Sean
characters, would've been
Connery
funny.
And Nick
Would've been
Cage.
fun.
Yeah.
Hell, I could have done one to Con Air because that was hilarious.
God, Air is so
It was
ridiculous.
ridiculous. I loved it.
That was the start of Nick Cage like really going ham.
Give me back the
Ooh,
money.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Didn't they make a second Gone in 60 Seconds?
I think they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
It was straight to video, I think. Don't quote me on it, but I think.
Let's see. I could be
Just
wrong.
anything by Dom Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer from
Oh
the
no,
90s?
it was unfinished. Okay, they didn't do it.
I actually really like that movie.
I never saw.
because
I never watched it.
It's a good.
I'm
it's
not a
good
big
movie.
car
Speaking
chase
of
movie
Angelina
guy.
Jolie looking good in a film.
Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah. Okay.
That's my nickname. Oh.
Drive. I don't.
Oh.
Drive.
Drive was a
with
great.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't
movie.
know that it's. I mean, it is set up for a sequel, but I don't know that it.
Man of Steel.
I just want more. Yeah, Man of Steel's a good one.
Man of Steel,
I'm like, I set you
Yeah.
up. I put the ball on the tee for you. I handed you to the club, and you're just like, doo, doo, doo.
I don't think I did that, but because the Rocketeer is a pretty good argument. But
Yeah.
Man of Steel, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good argument.
Before that should have came out before Batman vs Superman. Give me more Cavill
Well, that's
in my
what.
eyes.
Well,
Speaking
and
of
then give
Batman
me a
versus
solo
Superman.
Batman movie too. Like that was a dumb decision to go right to Batman versus Superman.
I
Yeah,
want,
I'm okay
Batman
with
versus Superman too.
Do you?
No.
The Revenge.
I want my revenge on that film.
You know, the director's cut of it is not that bad.
I will still always thank that movie for the warehouse scene.
I know you will.
There's no better single Batman scene than that beast of a portrayal of Batman.
Yeah, that's for fighting. Yes, for
Oh
fighting.
my God, I have an erection right now thinking
For
about
fighting, because like car chase. Like I think of the Batman. That car chase was pretty great,
That was a good cartoon.
Well,
especially how
that
intimidating.
was a good
he is.
fight scene in the alleyway though. With
Yeah.
The
even
how it was lit and the guns going off and how it was like
Oh,
that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the strobe effect.
even on the canopy where he's fighting at the end, I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
I brought mine. I'll go get my car. I brought mine. That was pretty cool too.
You wouldn't give it to another.
Hashtag Batman makes everything better.
All right, we're moving on, gentlemen. We're moving on.
Fight Club 2.
Actually, they were talking about that at one point. With
No,
Chuck
please don't.
No, you can't bring Meatloaf back.
They should do 7 too. 8.
Yeah, you could do that. Morgan Freeman's still alive.
Did they ever do District 10?
No, they are working on it though. They actually are
District
working on
9
it.
is
they are
District
not
9
That
was
is
a-
one of the best sci-fi movies.
They are not working on it right now.
Well, no, they're not right now.
No,
but
they're
not.
yes, Neil Blomkamp
that's
was
one.
working
That's
on
one for District 9 was so good.
it. It was so good, so good.
Did we ever talk about Moon?
No.
Oh yeah, well, you and I, we've talked about it on
Okay.
there with Sam Rockwell.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good one.
It's not. It's not worthy of a. There's really no sequel to be told. But
No,
I love that one.
it's a
I
good
love that
one.
movie.
A nice twist with
Mhm.
him being a clone.
TMNT.
Spoiler alert.
TMNT 3. Let's kick out the original TMNT 3.
Oh, that's a good one for
Retcon.
Nick's question.
Yeah, that's
the
a
other
good
one.
retcon. That's a really good
Yeah.
retcon. Yeah.
Because the next movie, you're talking about the original run of Turtles 1, 2,
Yeah,
and
'cause
3,
you had
and then the next
3
one
was-
is TMNT, which is god awful.
Turtles in Time.
Although they did say, I know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 sucked,
Terrible.
but just wait a minute. We've got worse for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold our pizza.
Mutant Mayhem was really good, though. The most recent one. Really good. Worth seeing. And it's actually streaming now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it on the Paramount Plus?
It's on one of them, either Paramount or Peacock. I'm sure it's Paramount.
I think it's Paramount.
I think
it's a Nickelodeon product. So
Then
I
it's,
think
on,
it's
then
Paramount.
it's
on the
absolutely
Paramount
on
Plus.
there. I saw it the other day. All right, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time we go into the world of Battlestar Galactica.
Aw.
Are you feeling happy? Well, we're about to depress you. We're going to Battlestar Galactica. Guess what is coming to dinner? You know what's coming to dinner? Death.
Nick, they're 30 minutes into this episode. There's no way they're happy.
Those
There's
skin jobs
no
are
way
coming
they're
to dinner.
happy.
God's darn it.
All right, all right.
When they say skin jobs, it just something about that term
Feels icky.
It feels dirty.
Yeah, it does.
How dirty does it feel?
Yeah, it does.
Tell me how dirty.
Kind of dirty.
How
Like
dirty?
not dirty enough,
Okay.
but like I don't know, pretty fracking dirty. Pretty fracking dirty.
Nice.
Big frack.
I've
Yeah.
been working on my tie.
Okay.
I like it, man. I love the Thai voice. I can't do
He's
groveling.
the only one that when he says frack, I actually believe it.
What the frack?
He's the only one.
And the old man.
Because he can't. No.
Oh, no.
Oh, that second episode this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
we'll
between,
get.
yeah, between he and Ty.
Man on man action?
Hell yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All
Here we
over,
go.
all over. Two ladies, two broads.
Here we go. Here we go. So the Baystar is. We're picking up right after the last episode. The Baystar jumps in to the Demetrius. So they're like, "Yay, we can jump back together!" And they're like, "Okay, make sure we time this right because if we don't come back together, they're gonna fire on us." And guess what? The Demetrius doesn't work, and so the Baystar jumps back first, and then Demetrius arrives a little bit later. No big freaking deal.
Fracking.
They make it work out. The Demetrius says, "We're under the command of Kara Thrace. We got the Baystar. Here we go. Yay!"
Yeah, great.
And so they take command of the ship, and Adama, Rosalind, Ty, and Tori go interview one of the Sixes and the leader of the rebels. And she's basically like, dude, we don't want to fight anymore. We want to find the final 5 Cylons, and we want to find Earth. That's all we want to do, and we need your help to do it because we're not strong enough to do it. And if you help us, we'll be cool. We'll be at peace. All will be forgiven.
Chill, bro.
And they're like, I don't know if we trust you, but we're gonna stick with you for now. So behind closed doors, each side is plotting against the other. Where the colonial fleet is like, you know what, we're gonna say we're working with them, but we're not gonna work. It's not gonna be that long, Joe. We're saying we're gonna work with them, but we're not gonna work with them. And then the fleet does, or the Cylons do that as well. While all this is happening, there's the president is still having her dreams. So is Athena, and they're having the dream of Gaius Baltar there with the kid, and Six with the kid. And Athena wakes from her dream, and she finds her creepy kid standing there, and the kid whispers, "Bye bye." So anyway, she's still having all these visions, and all this stuff. It's starting to make Athena snap a little bit. She's not happy about it. And they take one of the Sixes, Natalie. They take her to meet with the quorum because, Lee's basically like, look, man, you have to give us something. You have to give us something. So she brings him before the quorum, and Natalie says, look, we need to die. Like, that's our problem. We were immortal, and that's why we didn't respect life. That's why we caused you damage. We need to die as well. We need your help to make that happen. Later on, as they're escorting Natalie on the Battlestar Galactica, Hera had run away, and Athena's chasing for her down the halls. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? And then finally she sees her baby. Her baby's about to... thank you. That was quick. Thanks. I was intentionally making it a little bit longer.
For you guys
No,
that
you
are
weren't. There's
listening,
absolutely no way you were.
Yeah. So Athena rushes up and pulls a gun on Natalie and says, "You're not going to take my baby!" And then she shoots her twice. Aboard the Baystar, they arrive in the hybrid's room, and Rosalind says to the hybrid, "Hook it up!" And the hybrid wakes up, it screams jump, and the Baystar jumps away from the fleet. End of episode.
the Athena's like to shoot people twice.
Yeah.
Bang,
Shot-
bang.
The old man.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
Up high.
Pop
Down
goes
low.
the weasel.
Pop,
Up
pop.
high.
Pow, pow,
Down
pow,
low.
pow, pow, pow,
Too
pow,
slow.
pow. Was this the episode where Gaius was singing too?
Yes.
Why do you hate that so much? I thought it was such a good song. He's got such a good voice.
He has
You
an
mean
okay
Gata?
He's
Gata.
got a good voice.
You said Gaius. You
I
mean
said
Gata.
Gaius. I said I
It's
meant
an okay.
Gata.
It's a okay
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
His voice is all right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think it's good. It's very melodic. It's
He's
very beautiful.
dollar store Josh Groban.
And if you notice, actually, in the last couple episodes when they showed Gata before this one, they were playing this music in the background, like the
I didn't know.
sweeping melody.
Is it,
So-
if he's the last Cylon, I'm gonna go nuts. I hate him. I hate Gata. I hate him. I was so happy when they were cutting his leg off.
That was a gory scene too.
It was gross, but I was so into it.
I know you were. You loved it. Make him suffer.
You're like a little
There's
higher.
no way you extended that. That's how long it takes. I knew I went mid. You were already like 45 seconds into your explanation. I'm like,
know.
you know what? I just got.
You got some time. You got at least
get-
4 minutes at that point. So
I was like, I
had to
can
go
hold it.
Joe had to go file some paperwork.
I can hold it the
Nick
rest.
got
I
his
could have
logo.
held it the rest of the episode, but I was like, why?
why? What's the point?
What's
I
the
might as well
point?
get this
I got,
out.
I got it. You're like that's like the beer song for your when you go to a concert. You're like,
Oh my
all right, I got
Time.
four.
They're bringing. The
4
drummer's
minutes.
singing the song. Okay,
Yep.
I gotta go pee now.
Yep,
I
I
gotta
got
go
4
pee.
minutes.
I actually, with the Foo Fighters, I would do that when Taylor Hawkins would sing a song. I'm like, I gotta go pee now.
How dare you speak poorly
I know,
of the
right?
dead?
Sorry, Taylor.
He didn't really have a great singing voice.
It wasn't bad, but it's like I didn't come here to hear Taylor Hawkins sing. I came here to hear Dave Grohl sing. I came here to watch Taylor Hawkins play the drums.
Dave Grohl isn't really that good of a singer.
I don't care. I like his voice. I like what I
Oh,
like.
good for you.
I like his voice.
Who has a better voice, Gata or Grohl?
Ooh.
Who has a better voice? Who?
What is this? Is this drop roulette?
I
Like
know.
you're just pushing buttons.
We are sorry, but Buck's music group
What?
was a song.
What is this?
I don't know. It's a random.
That's AI. AI has
Wow.
gotten into our board and shut us down.
Yep.
That was supposed to be the American Gladiator one, but it didn't. It didn't click on for some
Oh,
reason.
that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't matter.
Big fracking deal.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fracking
All right.
deal.
So going back to Battlestar Galactica here, let's.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
So these two episodes do tie together, but I feel like they're very distinctly different episodes.
Oh,
or
they
is
for
that just me?
Yeah. they
So
are.
we can
Yeah.
easily review these separately.
Well, they're not. There's no part 1 or 2.
No, there's not.
And it doesn't say to be continued. So they.
Right.
But they do they function as like
Yeah.
in like a serialized narrative,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
they are separate entities.
Word.
So let's start with the thing you were happiest about this episode, Gata.
Yes. Any
Gata getting
violence.
his leg chopped off and being
Favorite thing.
in the
9.
hospital and
I give this
basically
episode a 9.
being the person, in some sense, the episode revolves around him, but it doesn't, right? Because he never speaks. He's just singing, right? He's singing in his bed and he keeps feeling for his leg. And every time he feels for his leg, it's not there. That's when he starts singing.
Good.
But then you have Anders in there looking at him like all upset and depressed. Rosalind even comes in there and looks at him, right? Because she's
Yeah.
there for her treatments.
She's more annoyed she has to listen to him.
I know she is. I mean, he doesn't got a bad singing voice. If you're dying in there and this guy's singing like opera, like you're gonna take it.
I'd rather hear him wince and cry out in pain.
He's in pain, man. I mean, he got his
I
leg.
don't want him singing about it. I don't need like spirituals. I want him like crying.
Well,
Like
he
back
looked,
off the pain.
he looked
meds.
pretty bad.
Good. He did look pretty bad.
I did like how the episode, in some sense, revolves around him because it's showing his ongoing suffering as like things are continuing to go more and more wrong in the fleet. And it's kind of like it's showing like the desperation and almost the pointlessness in everything that they're doing. Because, you may be trying to strike deals with people to make things happen, but like your people are falling apart. And Lee even mentions that, right, with the quorum. Like,
Yeah.
you got to go talk to your quorum. And what was he made? This was the episode where he says to the president about like, I saw what was in their eyes, and there
Yeah.
wasn't fear. It was just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Apathy almost.
she said, what was the line? I have the quote here. Let me pull it up. Because it was
Rosalind had some lines in this episode.
oh my gosh.
Man, she's thug now, man. I
She
dig
is.
her.
I think you know what? I think she put on the bandana and she's like, "Hell yeah, I got this."
Yeah. So Lee basically says, like, I was with them. There was nothing there. The only thing they could do to cope with uncertainty was to presume the worst. And she says to them, you felt their suffering. Now try holding their lives in balance every day, which is like such a boss move.
Scoreboard.
It's
It
like,
is, but it's like
you
it
were
was
with
kind
them
of
one time when they were struggling. You didn't like that?
but
I liked it a lot.
I liked it, but I also
It's like a cop
a little
out.
bit no, but a little bit of her contempt for everybody else is
It's growing.
It's growing, and it's kind of annoying.
Well, she is becoming that dictator, right? That they were talking about.
Well, I
Like,
think
she's
she's-
just doing her own
but,
thing.
like,
here.
Trying to do well before she dies.
I don't think Lee was trying to I don't think he was trying to be rude or anything.
No,
Well,
no.
But I think she was. She was like, "Oh yeah, well,
Is she over
well, she's
Lee?
like one-upping
Is she
him.
over Lee being Lee yet?
I'm over Lee
I
being
think
Lee.
I don't mind Lee in
He needs
this
a
part.
haircut.
Yeah, he does need a haircut. I miss Fat Lee.
Yeah,
I miss Fat Lee too. Get your fat ass out of my office.
keep jumping.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite.
Oh,
we gotta
boy.
get that sound cut.
I'll get
Yeah,
it.
I didn't need that one.
Yeah,
I'll,
we
I'll
need
get
that
it
one.
for you guys. I'll work on that. I'll get it for you. It's harder to get now because normally I could just pull it right off of the episode on.
It's got to be YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. So
Or Joe bought an episode. Well,
it is funny because everything that Zarek is saying, right, and that comes into play more in the next episode. We're not there yet, but like the argument is this lady is kind of like you said, holds people in contempt, doesn't care what you think or feel. She's going to do what she wants to do. And here's Lee saying, like, we need you right now. And she just blows him off.
Yeah,
But she does follow through on that. She brings Natalie in front of them.
yeah, she does.
Um,
Which is what's coming to dinner.
yes, guess what's coming to dinner? But there's a better line that she has at the very
my
beginning
God.
of the episode. Joe, do you want to take over for this one?
Well, I don't know.
I have the exact line if you'd like
Okay.
it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
pull it up and I'll read it. Well, she's talking to. Yeah, hold on. Where's the line?
Very last one here.
Oh yeah. So she's talking to Tori, and she basically outs her as sleeping with Gaius,
Mhm.
and she needs information, and the line that she says is so it's
is.
so good.
It's something that feels almost out of place in the episode, doesn't it?
Well, she was really, really pissed off and annoyed
For
because
good reason.
because she said called it like a nymph commune or a nymph
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And she says, I don't really care if you have to spend the night on your knees praying or just on your knees. I want a name. And I was like,
want a name.
it was like, that's a killer line.
It is a really good line. It is a really good line. What was interesting about that interaction is they could have went a different route, and I'm glad they didn't. They could have went with the route of you're feeding him information and you're out to get me and you're no, the betrayal was simply the fact that she's sleeping with this guy. It wasn't that she turned over information. Like Rosalind knows she's not guilty of that,
Yeah.
but the betrayal was still cut her just as deep. And I dug that. I feel like it would have been the easy way out.
Well, I
for her
like
to
it because
blame
it
Tori.
it kind of gives you some insight into how well regarded Tori is in Rosalind's mind, where
Yeah.
she thought she would be better than just some skank that falls into the hands of
Of Gaius
guys.
Baltar.
Just
I've come to
another
believe in his teachings. Good for you.
just another skirt he pulls up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she held. I'm going to mention his name, so get it ready. But she also held.
Yes.
She also held Billy in high regard as well.
Oh, Billy.
But she puts people. She puts people around her that she genuinely trusts and holds. I don't want to say puts on a pedestal, but she definitely holds them in high regard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
And I
people
think the betrayal is there. Like, that's not the person that she thought Tori was.
right. Exactly. Like she wants these people here to help keep her in check, help keep her decisions. And now she looks at Tori and goes, "Can I really trust you? You make bad decisions. You're sleeping with Gaius. Like that's a bad decision."
Just another Galactica floozy.
I know, right?
Now, what she doesn't know is that Tori's a freaking Cylon and is really suffering from
Yeah.
from an identity crisis. So what is it? Like the least of her concerns is sleeping with Baltar. She's a
Right.
freaking Cylon,
Big
right?
fracking deal.
Big fracking deal.
Right, exactly.
Fracking her deal.
Fracking her
Yeah.
right now. Frackle.
Second
Yes.
episode where we discover that Caprica 6 is pregnant, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we'll get there. We'll get there for sure.
That was a scene.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Other things that
Good
are
for Ty. Speaking
You know
of speaking of people on Galactica that get after it, Gaius and Six,
Yeah.
they just, I don't know, they got magnetic genitals.
I guess so. So, anyways, we have the Marines boarding the Cylon base star, taking it over. I kind of dug the scene where they jumped into the fight that had happened.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of like blood and
Yeah.
gore and like metal parts too. That was a cool scene. I dug that. I just felt like that should be mentioned.
It is worth mentioning.
It is worth mentioning. So they take over the base star. Wouldn't that be like, how many Cylons are we led to believe that are on this base star? How big are these base? Are they as
They're
big
bigger-
as?
They're bigger than the Battlestar.
Right. So they fit 4,000 lives on the Battlestar, right?
So about 15,000 maybe?
I was thinking
20,000?
I was thinking somewhere between 10 and 15.
Well, and tons of clones, right? They'd be full of 8s. It'd be
Skin
full of
jobs?
6s. Yeah, exact. Toasters, fracking toasters. Actually, the toasters are the metal ones, I guess, right?
They are,
And
yeah.
now the skin jobs are
There's
the
toasters and skin jobs.
toasters and skin jobs, right? So it's full of the toasters. It's full of the skin jobs, and you have a small Marine contingent boarding to say it's our ship.
Well, we don't.
Good luck with that.
They didn't say how many people died on that space bar. That's
Right.
base star.
Yeah, right.
So there could have been over half or well over 3/4 of the people died on that
Yeah.
thing.
Well, and I guess they're not coming to them. Like, they're intentionally surrendering
Yes.
themselves. They're not actively resisting. They don't want to resist.
Yeah.
My question is more for the actual toasters, like the metal Cylons, right? We saw in the previous episode that when they don't like something, they're just going to go and do. So he went and shot pop, right? You really think these things are going to go along with this? But they are. And that's interesting to me.
They're cool. They're like, all right, guys, we got this.
We got this. We're good. We're good.
So on these
Maybe toasters are more civilized than the skin jobs.
I think so.
on these giant ships with all the skin jobs, right?
Yeah.
What are they doing on their off time?
I don't
Is
know.
there like a quarks or anything? So what I'm
It's
saying,
just full of
it's
people.
just like full of 6s and 8s. Like,
yeah.
are there just regular Cylons who just go about a normal day-to-day
They
life?
got,
Oh.
they got a
you
drinking
could
problem.
you could get
Yeah.
away with so much.
Yeah, you could.
Just
You'd
wait,
be like,
just wait till the 6 and 9s get together.
I'm Caprica 6. I'm not Natalie. What are you talking about? Right? And just mixing
But
up.
could you just
I'm
imagine?
Boomer. I'm not Athena.
I'm Karen 6.
Right? Oh gosh, causing all sorts of issues.
It would just be it would be like a big trip, like mind trip.
It is an interesting thought,
Hey,
right?
looking good, 6. I know 6. What's up?
And I'm assuming there's something in their programming where if they saw another 6, they would know. Okay, that's this 6. They would not. They would not have to be like, which one are you? They would just know.
Well, that they've kind of shown that to date.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like when Athena boards,
Yeah.
they know who Athena is.
Well, and even when she looked at all those Athenas or whatever her
Yeah.
model number is,
8.
yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I know you. You're cool. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out."
When do they get the consciousness?
When do they get it? When they wake up?
So is it just like a last known information, or like is it continue? Did we
Last
already
known
address
information. So, like when they die, they download all the information in the bank and then wake up with that knowledge.
Dude, it's in the cloud.
But it's not. But it's not constantly downloading. So it's not like Boomer is being fed what Athena's doing and
It's
vice versa.
very much
That would
like
be crazy if you had like 4,500 Athenas, like 4,500 boomers.
Yeah.
And you're constantly just getting new information from every boomer that was doing something.
Right.
Yeah.
And how it would work is like
That'd be
if
maddening.
Athena died and then was reborn, she'd get all the information on what's happening with all them, but they wouldn't have it of them until they die.
think
So
Wayun and the Vorta.
yeah, exactly. Same idea.
So basically every boomer that's alive is feeding information to the cloud
That stores up there
that stores up
until
there
they die.
until
It's in the
the
cloud,
next one
man.
dies, and every time one is reborn, it's like a last
Dude.
known information that they just get it.
Dude, they got to have a killer hotspot.
They do.
Wi-Fi
They do.
signal.
I hope
Man.
they have Verizon over AT&T, man. Whew.
Are we sponsored by Verizon?
Hey, at Verizon.
Yes, yes, exactly.
I have Ford internet. Think Ford first.
From Bill Brown.
So
Actually, Video Exclusive provides our internet.
So Rosalind fully admits to having her dreams, right? She admits to Gaius,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm having these things, man, and I got to figure out why it is. And you're coming with us because, again, guess what's coming to dinner? Gaius is coming to dinner as well. So I think it's a play both ways, right? Gaius is on the Baystar again. She fully admits it to Gaius. She fully admits it to Natalie. She fully admits it to like the Cylons. So now I think they're starting to see that they don't have to fight anymore. I think that's kind of a nice thing that we're seeing that there's no reason for the fighting that they've had up to this point because they're all sharing the same visions. They're all in the boat together.
Same end game.
Same end game,
that
right.
they want at this point.
Though Rosalind doesn't want the Cylons to ever get to Earth.
Earth.
Here's my thing. You know they're searching for it, Rosalind. So that means even if you were to find it, they're still searching for it. Is it safe? It's not safe.
You only got 40,000 people.
Yeah.
Split it in half.
Yeah. Just saying, like, did we forget New Caprica, folks?
I know,
Like,
right?
let the Cylons have Earth, and you go find a different place to settle. And
Earth,
call
too.
Call it a day.
Risa.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's where you need to go.
That's where we need to go.
Yes. What else in this episode happens? We got Natalie comes to speak before the quorum, and she basically says we want to die. And
Is this the "Don't Touch My Baby" episode?
Yes, and she blasts her.
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop. So Natalie has her conversation with them and says we want to die. The one human flaw that you spend your lifetimes distressing over, mortality, is the one thing. It's the one thing that makes you whole. It's kind of a good point, right?
Right.
Which is kind of interesting to be like, yeah, I know we murdered 6 billion people. That's when we were immortal. So now we want to die. So we're
Our bad,
sorry.
bro.
Oh, you do? Cool. Bang.
Right, exactly.
We've changed. The humans haven't.
Yeah.
Which is surprises me that Zarek stands there and he knows that this Cylon cannot re-download. Why wouldn't you just blast her, Zarek, if you're such a revolutionary?
Because Ty was already blasting the other one. Hey,
Hey.
But that's part of the problem with Zarek. He talks a big game, but he never follows
Pussy.
through, right?
Pussy.
He always like throws a fit.
Look at me. He just wants that fame.
He just wants the
He's
fame.
one
He
of our,
loved.
He'd be
Was
a
this
great
the episode
US
that he had a little power, or is that the next episode?
Next
Next
episode.
episode.
And we're about to get to that. So
that was annoyed me.
well, let's go to the end of
His
this. The end of this episode is
arrogance.
where Athena says, "Stay away from my baby. You can't have my baby." And she's like, "You're never going to stop chasing my baby." And Natalie's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
What baby?
Well, yeah. What are you talking about? And then Athena goes, "Pop, pop," and then basically that's kind of the end of the episode. And then they jump away. So
Then they go jump.
So yeah, jump. And
Get
then
to
they
the
all
chopper.
get to the chopper. So
Everybody jump. Battlestar, make you jump.
So that episode
jump.
ended. So when when I was watching it with Eli, we were only going to watch the one. But then that episode ends, and he's like, "Dude, now we got to watch the next one.
Keep going.
Got to keep going." So now we're in the episode 2. We ready? We ready to move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob, you got to go to the bathroom.
Nope.
Natalie's dying
I
in
am going
sick
to take a
bay.
nap.
Natalie's dying in sick bay. Doc is working with her. He's trying to save her. He realizes he can't save her, and she dies. She dies. After the hybrid plugs in, they jump to unknown coordinates. And meanwhile, the quorum doesn't know what's going on. They think the president's dead. They don't know. Guess why? Because Zarek's trying to call Adama. Adama's like, nah, I'm not talking to that fool.
He's like, fuck that hoe.
I'm never talking to Garrick. So now this gives Zarek an excuse to just run with whatever he wants to, and he takes over the presidency, and he starts creating all these bad decisions already. And Lee's like, we need a new president, and he even goes to Zarek and says, you can't be president. He's never going to listen to you. So they bring in Romo Lampkin and helping to choose the best candidate, and Romo goes through all the candidates. Can't find a good one. None of the candidates are good. Oh, wait, there's one candidate. Who's the candidate he decides upon? It's Lee Adama. And Romo realizes all along that Lee was really secretly kind of pushing for this. Like, Lee wanted to be the president. And Romo holds him at gunpoint and says, you're going to be a dirtbag just like the rest of them. Here's my dead cat. Because that's kind of what happens. And so Lee promises to be a good president, and he's like, you got my support. Lee's sworn in as acting president. Lee gives him a dog, and they hope things will be okay. Admiral Adama now has to protect the fleet and the base star with his troops on board. He orders Ty to go interrogate Caprica 6 before he realizes what's going on.
Yeah, he did.
And meanwhile, a raptor jumps in. It's damaged. It's destroyed. So now they're starting to assume that she dead. And so Adama continues. He's like, no, we're going to search. We're going to search everywhere. And him and Ty are meeting in the cabin. And he confronts Ty and says, bro, she's pregnant, man. Caprica 6 is pregnant. And
Nailed it.
you are the father. What the hell is wrong with you? And Ty says, what the hell is wrong with you? And the boys get in a big fight.
They tussle.
They fight, and the model ship is broken again. And Adama says, you know how many times I've had to repair this thing? So Adama realizes he can't risk the fleet. So he puts Ty in command of Galactica, says, Ty, you've grown. You're in charge now. The Admiral takes a raptor and remains behind. And while he waits behind, he reads a copy of Sea Rider Falcon he'd given Rosalind. The end.
Can't live without that wrong voice.
Can't, yeah.
I'll be honest. I didn't listen to a god's damn word you said.
I can't live without her, son. Can't live without her. Oh, that's the first time he's fully admitted that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is that music?
I don't know.
What is that sound coming from? I think it's coming from somewhere. It's coming from within the house.
There's somebody in the house.
Oh my god!
No, it's.
Did you?
They probably can't hear it.
I honestly did not hear a word you said. You could have just said any. You could have.
I summed up the episode.
You could have summed up RoboCop.
Oh,
what a twist!
Bum, 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 bum. Gosh, I love that theme
Wasn't
song.
it amazing when he shot that guy in the dick?
Why do you keep going?
You got a fascination there.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
It's more of a fear.
Yeah.
So the nice thing is we don't. Well, I don't. It's not a nice thing, but we don't really spend any time on the base star.
Correct.
We're all dealing with politics.
They're gone.
Yeah, we think they're all dead. We know they're not.
They're not dead.
We're not idiots. We're not idiots.
Whatever.
Either is Adama.
But you do sense the panic in the quorum, which is understandable. And what the frick? I know Adama's going through. His feelings are hurting right now. He's hurt.
Who, the old man or
Yeah,
Lee?
because that's why he's not taking calls. He's like ignoring Zarek. Like, you can't completely ignore them. And then they're sitting there debating, and the Battlestar Galactica just jumps off.
It's like, peace, y'all.
But this is
I'm going to find my girl.
this is classic. Further from or closer to decision making.
It is. It is.
He has been thrust into, pun intended,
Oh.
the probably the most further from situation that anybody could be in is when it dies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or you think it's dead. He's doing it. He's getting himself he's doing anything he can to get closer to.
Well, and this guy is like hardcore emotionally compromised in this episode,
Yeah.
right? Like he's completely gone now. I mean, he had
He's
that
pretty self-aware about it, though.
not at first.
Not at first, but
By the end, he
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
I think it was semi-self-care. Just didn't give a frack.
yes, I don't think he gave it.
because I don't care. What's the point of living if I can't have
Right.
that sweet, sweet
I
cancer
can't
president?
live.
I need my
It's
cancer
living
president.
is
That's-
without you.
That's horribly offensive.
That's what he wants.
Cancer president.
Cancer president.
Cancer president.
That's what she is right now. I mean, that's what that's the whole reason why everyone's listening to her, because she's the dying leader, because she has cancer. So that's the only reason they
And it
care
was
about her.
foretold in the
It
scriptures.
was foretold in the scriptures of Pythia that she shall save us. Yeah, but nothing about that Starbuck bit about, end of the world. And we didn't even talk about Starbuck hasn't really been in these last two episodes.
Why do you think I've been rating them so high?
She's in this one.
I know.
Not a lot, though.
Not a lot. You're right.
Not
No.
a lot. Because she
Good.
had an interaction with the president in the last one, right? Where she's like, the last time they saw each other, they hated her, and now here's Rosalind being like, "Help me."
I need to know everything.
I would. Oh, I don't want to say this, but I was kind of on Starbucks' side there
On what?
in that interaction in the first episode,
yeah,
where it's
yeah.
like, Oh, really?
Super-
Really?
yeah,
now
really,
you
now-
want my help?
Now you've bought in because
Right.
I said some things about your dreams
Well,
in the
no,
opera
'cause
house.
Now she's like, you're back on my side because she sent it for the arrow in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you can. Oh, you can help me. You
Yeah. Then this is kind
just
of.
kidding. We're good now.
Yeah, I know.
All good.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like Starbuck is someone you can trust.
This is true.
No, I
Not
know.
someone
She
that
has
inspires confidence.
A little bit of a
No.
flake.
Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit.
But I kind of was annoyed when she was, because it was just like a turn of
I know.
immediately. Like
Yeah.
I mean, she goes from I can't trust you at all to I got complete trust in
Well,
you.
I think-
She has info.
I think
need
the
that
thing
info.
is,
Yeah.
like I think now because of the vision she's having, I think it's changed her perspective on everything, and the fact that Starbuck now knows about these visions because Starbuck's hearing things too. It's like we're all on this together.
I hear things in my head all the time.
I know you
Yeah.
do. I know you do. And you send those thoughts to me, and really, they're not thoughts that you should ever air out loud.
No.
I like them.
Yeah, you do?
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You know, deep thoughts with Rob. Don't listen to those deep thoughts.
Some of them are shallow, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. But then there's some where it's like, dude, that's not even legal in Eastern Europe. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be thinking about that. That's not cool.
Even the Chicago Bears are like, no, that's
That's a little dirty, man.
little dirty,
That's a
my
little
guy.
dirty.
fuck the Bears.
All right.
Dear diary.
So Adama says, take Athena to my quarters. I want to talk to her.
Yeah, he does.
And he dresses her down, right?
This was a weird term.
It is.
It's a weird
is a
term.
I think it's a
weird-
military. I think
Oh, it's a military
It's a
term.
military term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Still weird.
he rips into her here. And I can't remember what he said, but like,
I can't trust you.
oh my, you know what though? Like, he is such a good actor
Yeah.
because I even felt like he was disappointed in me after that. I was sad. He was mad at me. Admiral Adama was mad at me.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I was sad. But what's so funny?
Broke a promise to me.
You broke. That's the worst part. And you basically assured, because they're blaming her for the Natalie, like the ship jumping away.
Yeah, because it's all happening kind of.
Do you think it did? Do you think they're tied together, or do you think it's just a coincidence they plugged in
It could be tied together because if the
hybrid
thank you,
senses?
senses it, and maybe that ship jumping away at that point might have saved a short term. We'll call it disagreement between.
Yeah, there'd be some firing over Natalie dying. Yeah, there'd be some issues.
So maybe the hybrid was like, bro, job.
But it was kind of it's interesting because this is an episode really about losing control. You have Adama who's losing control of his command because he's lost control of his emotions. He's losing control of the people around him. He's lost Rosalind. He's lost Athena now. Athena's going to go and do Athena things. Lee,
people twice.
he's lost control of Lee because Lee's now the frickin' president. Like, he has nothing over
Not
Lee.
till the end of the episode.
Not
Yeah.
till the end.
President Lee.
I mean, yeah, and then he literally loses control of the Galactica by the end. He hands over the whatchamacallit, the pins.
Admiral C.
Yeah. But I don't think he like promotes him, does he?
Was Lee ever a general?
Lee was not.
He was
a
in command
general.
of the Pegasus for a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was ever General Lee.
It was my laptop. There was music slowly going on underneath.
I knew it sounded like porn.
I know there's music going throughout the back of the whole episode. Just very, very softly.
Very
so
softly. So I was trying to find out, like, am I hearing things?
You're not hearing things. It was
Maybe
me.
were we sharing a vision, just like
Yes.
in this episode?
Oh my
A
gosh.
vision of love.
Did you guys all see?
Are we doing Mariah Carey songs now?
Mariah karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, nice. You treated me kind.
We're not doing that.
Oh,
We're not doing that.
but you could be my hero.
Is that
Not
Enrique
doing it.
Iglesias?
No,
You can
shit.
be my hero,
Dude,
baby.
off Music Box, the third
I
track
know.
is called
You
Hero.
can
I
kiss away
No.
the pain.
It's one of her biggest songs.
Yeah.
You can be
I think it
my
still is her
hero,
biggest song.
baby.
Oh no, sorry, the Christmas one.
And then a
I
hero
don't even really count that as.
comes
I mean, it is
along
hers, but I don't
with the
count that as like
strength to
her main
carry
discography.
on. All right. Off of the Mariah bus.
This is what happens under a Leodama presidency.
Leodama's presidency is not a good man. What a quick rise to the presidency, almost as quick as Rosalind in some sense.
What a weird thing they have going on where the 12 be like, we don't like you. You're now the president.
But they like Zarek.
Yeah.
They all wanted. They clapped for Zarek. They were pumped
They
up.
liked Lee more.
I don't think they like Lee more, but I think they all are smart enough to realize that there's someone who does not like Zarek, and there's someone who does like Lee, and that's his daddy. Daddy.
No, stop.
Daddy's
In
here.
that context, that's terrible.
Yeah, it is. Lee says, "Let me call my daddy."
You know who I like?
Huh.
The Tony Romo guy. Love Tony Romo.
Romo Lampkin in this
Oh,
episode?
yeah.
He's good in this episode. I like him.
I just like his character.
I do like his
I think he
character.
brings a bit of
Levity.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of crazy in this
He
episode.
pulled a gun on the potential president of the United States.
So
And his cat's been dead for weeks, and he's kept him in a bag.
So the cat he was seeing was imaginary?
Yeah. Yeah. He wasn't actually seeing the cat. It was.
that's not a normal thing then, or
I suppose not.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of dead cats
Hey,
in my house.
in all
I can-
fairness, the best cat is a dead cat. I'm kidding.
You heard it here first.
I'm kidding.
are you though?
Yes.
Yeah, he is totally kidding. Right. So, a couple other things happen. We didn't talk about. He sends Athena to the brig, and she's like, "At least let me have my kid with me." And he's like, "Nah,
No place for a kid.
that's no place for a kid." And then by the end of the episode, he lets her have the kid.
Well, he doesn't. He tells Ty to let her have the kid.
Yeah, I mean, that's
No, he does that for a reason.
why?
Because he didn't want to give it back to her. He wanted someone else to do it.
I still think it was his command. Like at the end of the day,
Oh,
I like the scene where he where Adama wanted to puts him in command, and he said, "You know how the last time went," and I was like, "Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
It was a dumpster fire."
yeah, Marines killed some people, man. It was not great.
I was waiting for an eye joke though, because
keep your eye on
he
things.
kept saying like, "You're not the same man you were before." But I was like, "Come on, I know there's an eye joke in there. There's got to be."
Hold
one.
on. They should have said, we wish you and Chancellor Martok could see eye to eye on things.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Put their eyes together.
Yeah.
I think
I see you.
honestly at this point, I think everything that Ty is doing is to detract them from finding out the identity of the final five.
Especially early where he's
Ty?
trying to
Yeah.
give different recommendations.
Like how so? Give me a for instance one of the decisions he's made.
Well,
I just-
originally when they were talking about the alliance, he's like, I think we should just
Oh, we should blow him out of
Yeah.
the sky. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, not because he wants to protect himself.
I
Like
think he
Cylon.
does.
Well, he does. He wants to just be.
He
Ty.
doesn't want them to get to the box and to find a final five.
But I think part of it is there's self-preservation there, but also I think he really wants to be human Ty. He doesn't want to be a Cylon.
I know, and that's the point. He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't
I
want them
get you.
to find out
I'm with
because
you.
at that point he will cease to exist as human Ty,
Right. Then now he is officially a Cylon.
regardless of how the old man reacts. He's not human anymore.
That's a good point. Yeah. that's
He's
a good point,
only
yeah.
he's only not human to the other three.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Until
Wow,
we find.
dramatic pause.
I know.
Dramatic pause.
Can we talk about the fight since we're talking about Ty right
Yeah,
now?
let's talk about yeah, because that plays into another point I have after that about Adama and Ty.
First things first. Good for Ty.
To
Look at this man.
to stand up for himself and
No.
let's set it up. Why did they fight?
oh yeah, because he made a baby with Caprica
He
6.
impregnated Caprica 6.
Yeah, so Dama finds out the she's pregnant, and then probably a DNA test goes into play there, and
How do you
sure
do-
is
But
Ty.
he's got to be worried because they're going to find out that baby it depending whenever that baby comes out is given birth, whenever she gives birth to that kid, we don't know how far along she is or what. They're going to realize that it's a full Cylon kid.
Well, that's the thing. That's one of the big points of this now is the Cylons made a baby together. Their whole point is they can't procreate on their own.
I know
right?
that was the first 3 seasons.
And now we have a pregnant Cylon.
Well, Athena and Chief They didn't know they were Cylons. Or no, no, sorry. it wasn't
Oh
Chief.
yeah, because Chief with Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Chief
Yep.
and Kelly have a kid
But
together.
that's a half
But
breed.
That's a half-breed.
Callie's not a Cylon.
Yeah.
Right,
sorry.
but so that they
This
have
is Cylon.
this is a full-on Cylon
This
baby.
is Cylon sperms.
This is Cylon on Cylon action.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
This is little sperm toasters going towards little skin job eggs.
So here's the thing: we saw in these visions when he's with her, he's seeing Ellen. Do you think when he's doing these things with her, he's still seeing Ellen, or
Yeah,
do
just like every.
You had like Baltar
Yeah.
and everybody else.
yeah,
They're all crazy.
yeah, they're all crazy.
They really need a shrink on. They should bring Esri
Although-
Dax on the show.
I mean, he's not the first man to think about somebody else
Right.
while making whoopee.
Ooh.
But why would you go? This is just a dirty scumbag Nick thing to say. Why would you go
Oh,
from
Lord.
seeing Caprica 6 to Ellen?
He's obsessed
That's
with
a
his wife.
downgrade, man.
That's the love of his life, you numbskull.
I know. It's still
Jesus.
a downgrade.
You better hope Leslie doesn't listen to this show.
She does.
God.
She does. But like if she
I
had
hope, I hope she just said, "Thank you, Joe."
that'll be the first time ever.
It probably would. It would.
Yeah, I don't know. I think so. Isn't the whole point though that you have to be in love to have a baby, or has that gone away?
Oh,
Well, she
I
did
hope that's
say-
gone away.
Well, she
think
did
so.
ask.
Just like
she
the-
did ask him,
Do you
"Do
love
you, do you
me?"
love me?" And I was like, "Come on, what are we
And then
doing
he
here?
choked her.
Stop." Yeah.
Yeah,
And so yeah, he does.
Yeah.
closer to or further from? Yeah.
He's as
Yeah.
close as you can possibly get.
Okay. Yeah. So now she's pregnant, and they get in a fight. They go to Pound Town. Adama and Ty
Yeah, there you go.
Hold,
go
was
to
it?
Pound Town.
I know it was a twist that she was pregnant, but like they were the way that it was written, they were leading it up to thinking like, what are like, because the cameras go off
Yeah.
and like thinking that because I don't know, it felt like they were leading on to
Something
Adama maybe being suspicious that he was
Oh, of
like,
Ty. Oh,
because
yeah.
No, I didn't think that at all. I just
No, because he does say that at the beginning. You know, I know what's going on. And Ty panics.
it was a little bit of vague language.
No, I think from the get go, I was like, he knows they're railing each other.
Yeah, but Ty doesn't know that.
Oh yeah.
No, Ty doesn't know. And
Ty thinks he knows he's a
fair enough.
Cylon.
Sorry. I
And he's
missed that
like,
part.
oh, I got her pregnant. I don't care if he knows
And in
that.
theory, I mean, in the back of the old man's mind, he's got to know that there are at least five Cylons on the fleet.
Yeah, because they've heard that now, right?
Because he knows that's known information.
Which is funny
Why
because
wouldn't you just bug the whole place? Bug the whole place. Why? I was thinking about that. Like, why
Especially-
wouldn't this place be bugged by
he
now?
doesn't trust technology.
There's got to be. You got to set up some cameras.
I know, but
I know they had a reel-to-reel player playing in the first episode playing.
You know, I think the whole thing why Adama was mad at Ty is because he turned off all the cameras and the thing, and all Adama wanted to do was watch.
I know.
you're my friend.
You're a friend. I gotta see your technique.
Why did you turn the cameras off?
Big fracking deal.
I wanted to watch you.
Oh, Billy.
Sorry. I lost it a little bit.
That's all right.
You're lucky. We're recovering you from that god awful take that you had of.
Yeah, I want to
now
watch
we're
that
talking.
camera.
Now we're talking.
Let me watch that camera.
Oh.
Big frack. Big frack. Big frack. Big frack.
See what I
Nick's
did.
having way too much fun. I like it.
Way too much fun with that soundboard. So she pregnant, and here's my problem with Adama right now. I understand closer to, further from. He wants to get closer to. He wants to go to his lady friend. Okay. You just had your XO admit he's been sleeping with the enemy underneath your nose, and you say, "Here's command of the ship."
What have you been feeding her? I got you. What he's been feeding her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he gives him command of the ship. Like, give it to Hilo, man. Don't give
Hilo's
it.
not there.
Yeah, he is. He's back. The Demetrius got back.
Wasn't he on the ship that went with Rosalind?
Oh yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah, he gone, bro.
He gone. He gone.
Yeah, they don't exactly have a lot of XOs left.
Which is why they're back at Ty.
Yeah, they got nothing. I got nowhere else to go, man.
like
He's
the
like,
best-
look, I know the first time around was a bit rough, but
I would
I'm
ask
kind-
Data, but
yeah. You ask the guy with one leg or one eye? Who do you
Combine them.
Who do you get?
when their powers combine,
They are almost a full person.
Goodness.
Would you rather lose an eye or a leg?
Eye.
Ooh.
I'd rather lose an eye.
An eye, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I think
What do
so.
you have?
Would
7,
you
3,
rather
4,
lose
4?
an arm or a leg? It's better. Probably the better comparison.
Which arm?
734
You're dominant.
494
What?
You're
0980.
dominant on- You're
Well, then
losing
I can't do stuff, so I can have other people do it for me. So I'll take arm.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
I want a robot arm.
Oh, I don't. That would scare me. It malfunctions, and
I
all of a
wanna be-
sudden,
I would be the
and you would be like, "Does it make cool sounds?" No. Install the sounds because I want it to go. Woo.
Well, the arm's got to come with a speaker, right?
Yeah.
This day and age, it's got to have a Bluetooth
Yeah,
speaker. in
Bluetooth
it.
and like lights that go on, like with the music that's playing. Yeah.
I'll just wrap it in I'll get a skin job arm, and I'll just have like one ripped arm
Yeah. There you go.
and
That'd be
one
amazing.
regular arm.
That'd be
I
amazing.
really work out.
Shall we move on to the ratings of these episodes, gentlemen?
Are we done?
Is there anything else you want to discuss about with these episodes? So Romo. Lee.
Lee.
We didn't even talk about
Yeah,
Lee.
President Lee.
So Romo, his whole point was Lee was pushing for this power. Lee wanted it to be
Was
himself.
Lee actually doing that though?
Or was it like a subconscious thing?
Or yeah.
I think
Or
subconscious
or was it that he recognized that Lee should probably be the choice?
because there's no one good enough,
Yeah.
and there's no one who has the morals or the integrity that he has,
Yeah. So
which is really true. Lee does have a lot of integrity. Like,
right.
does he make dumb decisions?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But he's got integrity.
Second most integrity in this show. Third. Who? Do you think he has more or less integrity than his father?
Ooh, I think they're about the same. No, I think he has more than his dad, because he wouldn't have taken the Battlestar to go search for her. He would have let her go. Like if it was Starbuck.
Let
So
it go.
Who do we think has more or less than Hilo?
No one. Hilo's untouchable to me. Dude has so much integrity.
Hilo's a made man.
Hilo's the man. Is he kind of a wet blanket of a character? A little bit. But like the man is good.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I'll admit that. But like when it comes to Athena, earlier in the show, he made some choices based around that.
Yeah, but his compass never swayed from doing the right
doesn't-
thing.
That's fair.
I don't think that
No,
says he doesn't have integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I look at a character like the way I just said it is like, does their compass always point north? And Hilo is always pointing the right direction. We've seen
think-
Adama falter here and there.
Walter is the. Sorry, I couldn't.
Use.
His always points south.
Starbuck. It's all over the place.
No.
Yeah, hers is a broken compass.
Frack
Yeah.
you.
Big fracking
There you
deal.
go. You're welcome.
No, thank you.
I just want to work on my tie.
Yeah.
But
We
Leah's
could do a whole episode, you and I.
president, bad or
Frack you,
good?
Joe.
Is Lee a bad president? I would say yes. A
Yes.
bad choice.
But
Is
I still think he's going to be the second best president we've had on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
that's true?
That
That's
is true.
That's true because Zarek would be a train wreck. Didn't Zarek make a couple like decisions in this episode where they're like, "Oh, we're not."
Well, he
happy
tried
with-"
to make
But he-
himself look better by throwing Rosalind under the bus.
So we have
because
Rosalind,
he called
then
her-
Lee, then Zarek, then Baltar. I think, right?
Yeah, that's 4 presidents
Yeah.
we've had so far. Wow, not a good 3
Those
years.
are my one through 4.
That's your rating.
Yes.
Rosalind, Lee hasn't even done anything
I know.
yet. Lee, then Zarek, then Baltar. Yeah, that's
Lee he swears in. I'm like second best
the
president.
second best president they've had.
Well, the bar has been set low
Yeah.
for the second best.
Well, yeah. Zarek. I don't trust Zarek enough.
I don't either.
Oh gosh,
I think he's very self-serving.
I think
I think he'd be a great U.S. politician.
I think a longer term Zarek presidency would be pretty bad.
disastrous,
Yes.
right? There'd be tribunals. There'd be, like he would have had
They would
Adama killed.
They would raid the Capitol. Get it all ugly.
Yeah.
Make the Galactica great again. All right, let's rate these bad boys. Guess what's coming to dinner?
5.
3.
2.
No. 8.
I'm going with 8.
I'm going with an 8 as well. Sine qua non.
7.5.
8.
Okay.
7.5.
I see you.
I see you. Ball don't lie, Joe.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie.
Second deck.
Yeah. Hey, can I tell you something absolutely amazing right now?
You're looking at me?
I'm looking at the season averages of ratings so far. I have the lowest season average so far.
Good. What is it?
Do you know who has the highest?
Me.
Probably me at this point because, wait, Nick's saying it.
You know who's tied with? You two are tied. 7.88 out of 10 so far for this season.
That's my boo thing.
There you go.
See?
What is yours?
7.81. So I'm 0.07 away. And if I would have rated this one an 8, I bet you that would put me
yeah.
right with you guys. Let's see. Yeah, literally, if I rated this an 8, we'd all three be tied. I want to retroactively change my rating.
Change it.
Change it.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, it's good. We're all enjoying the season.
I give you a rating of 4.
Yeah. Well, it's good. We're enjoying the season.
I still think the show stinks.
I get you. I get you.
No, it's actually not that bad.
I get you. All right. So next week
Just wait till we get the Code of Honor and Next
Oh
Generation.
my god! You know what was on? You know what was on TV this morning, and I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I didn't laugh a single time. I didn't even crack a
Scrubs?
smirk. Yep,
Oh God.
it was like season 4. I was like, all right, let me just see what's on. Like, I want to see if I could nothing.
See, here's the problem.
Nothing.
You've put it in this box.
No, I
Where
just
you-
don't
you-
like it. I don't like the style of humor. I don't see the humor in that show. And this isn't me like doing a bit. I know that it has a style of humor that works for its audience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm understanding that I'm not the audience.
You and I are Turk and JD, man.
I know. I get it. Like I get it. I just I don't
Guy love, man. Guy love.
I get it, and I enjoy our relationship, and I
Yeah,
think
you do get
our
it.
relationship has really funny moments, and we play very well off each other. I just
And
don't.
on each other.
I just don't find it funny in the show. I just don't.
To go back to
Get
the
it.
Mariah Carey quotes, I'll be thinking about you.
Mm.
In the most peculiar way.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Without you, I can't live without you.
734-494-0980. Give us your favorite Mariah Carey lyrics.
Or just give us your favorite song.
Oh, yes. Call in with 30 seconds of karaoke.
Oh,
Dream
nice.
Lover.
Your choice. You pick the song. 30 seconds of karaoke.
What's your favorite Mariah Carey song?
Yeah. 30 seconds of your favorite.
No, what's your favorite Mariah Carey song?
Oh.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Really?
No. I love One Sweet Day.
That's a good
With
one.
Boyz II Men. I like the her unplugged cover of
so good.
I'll Be There.
Yeah. With Trey Lorenz?
Yeah. Vision. I love Vision of Love.
Vision of Love is such a good song.
It's got to always
Yeah,
be my baby.
See, always good.
That's a good one.
There's one that's really underappreciated, which is Music Box on Music Box.
Yes. Vision of Love is just
Yeah.
so good.
You treated me kind.
The way her vocals come in is incredibly
Man,
smooth.
she could just sing back in the day.
She could.
It happens.
She could sing with
She
an A.
sang.
Well, gentlemen, next week we have 2 episodes to watch. We got The Hub and Revelations. Ooh, I wonder what's
Rev-
gonna...
Ugh. I without even looking, I guarantee I'll bet money that Revelations is a Baltar centric episode.
But I think here's what I think.
Do you want me to confirm or deny that report?
Hold on, I got one.
Yes, but after
Revelations, at least one of the silence gets revealed to one of the people that matter.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know the answer to that.
Okay, how about this?
One of us
Of
is
the
right.
2 theories, one of you is right and one of you is wrong.
Interesting. What was yours again?
That it's a Baltar centric episode.
734-494-0980. You guys, who's right? Me or Joe?
What if they haven't watched the show?
Who cares? Like, just
What if
take a
they're
guess.
watching along with us?
Yeah,
They are watching along. Everyone is. Everyone.
sure they are.
Everyone.
Watch
The whole
along
world.
home.
Dude, they're not even listening right now.
No.
There's
It is literally just.
no
Where's
one
your
here.
crickets button?
I don't.
There's no one. I think I deleted the crickets.
You
button.
deleted the crickets?
I deleted the crickets button, man.
Oh,
It's
Apparently,
gone.
he left the crickets up to the professionals.
Diabetes.
I got that one.
Diabetes.
I got that one. There we
Please
go.
don't ever get rid of that one. Oh,
You forgot about the Derp Derp song.
Let's bring a question of the week back next week.
Mm.
We can do that. We could do that.
I gotta hear the derp song.
Why are we here?
Why are you listening?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, another thing. Call it right now. What's the score for the Lions game this week?
Oh, I
want it on the record.
hold on. On the record, I said 38-13, and that was not good.
No.
It was not a good prediction.
You can just do win-loss. I don't care. Just
31-28 Lions.
wow.
Yeah. I've given up on the defense.
Yeah, there was. I'm gonna say 27-23 Lions.
I'm so unhappy with the responses from the coach. I'm going like 34-24 Atlanta.
Okay. Gosh.
You traitor!
I'm pissed about the way he
That
responded
would be
to
a
the
big
questions.
loss, though. That would be big for the.
How big?
Losing 2 NFC games at home to start the season.
With that crowd?
Yeah.
Mm.
Although
Treat it like the half.
I-
Treat it like,
Mm.
come on. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been great having you.
Where can you find us, Joe?
Patreon.
We're going to record a Patreon right after this.
Yeah.
Yay.
We got little Q&As with each of us where it might get a little risque from the past. We've got some films we've put on there, short films, and just some general good
Music
stuff.
video.
Music videos. Not a lot of it's the Star Trek or Battlestar stuff. It's just about random things.
Yeah.
Random things. Getting to know us, catching up, keeping up with the Cardassians.
Yeah,
It
it's
is,
good
it is,
stuff.
It is. So,
If I do
Check
say
out
so
Patreon.
myself.
but follow us at keeping_up_Cardassians on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us at Twitter at Cardassians Pod, though they're going to start charging for Twitter, so screw that.
Yeah.
My child. I got a My Child drop.
Yeah.
On Patreon, we're going to do a whole Mariah Carey album breakdown.
There, I mean, that could be. But thanks for joining us, everyone. We love you. Now we're going to go punish our peepees by giving them
More content.
more content. So join us
and
on
bigger
Patreon.
content.
We love
I'd
you all.
buy that for $1.
Bye.